Hello, it's Helen from Journal with Purpose and welcome to my Journal with Me video. I'm using a traveller's notebook cover from Start Bay Notebooks, and in this video I will be using a Kraft paper TN insert. If you watched my recent London Gifties unboxing video, you'll have seen that I had this wonderful package of vintage papers, and I decided that today was the day to open it up and that I would use anything that caught my eye on these pages. I decided that I'd quite like a blue theme, so I'm looking for anything with blue in it and also any papers that I think will contrast nicely with it. The first thing I try and do is work out roughly where I want to put the papers down, and then also try and work out what kind of size that I want. I really enjoy using a Kraft paper insert. It does make you think a little bit differently about which papers you're going to put down to make sure that any images still stand out from your page. Once I'm happy with how the papers are looking, I use a Pritt stick to glue them down. With the floral piece, I decided to cut around the image, but I did it quite loosely to make sure there was still lots of the white paper showing, because I thought that would look really nice against the Kraft background. I'm now going through the same process again, layering different papers to try and see which ones work well with each other and make sure that that image is still really clear. Once I was happy with their positioning, I used a pen to make a small mark on the page so that I could easily line up that first paper before gluing it down. Once I was happy with how those were looking, I decided to add some blue washi tape just to keep adding to the colour theme of my page. I'm now using 2 more rolls of washi tape from London Gifties to add as strips down the sides of my page. I decided I wanted to add a little journaling card on my page, but it felt too big in one place, so I decided to rip it in half and put it on both sides. I'll be using 2 different sets of stamps, and one of them came from Etsy and one from Hobbycraft, and if they've still got those products listed, I'll make sure that I link them down below. I really like using typewriter font stamps on my page, and I'm never too careful about how I stamp them. If they look a bit messy, for me that's fine, because I think it fits in quite well with the vintage style themes of my pages. For my second card, I realised that what I wanted to stamp was going to be too big for the card, but I then thought it might look quite nice if the stamping went across the card and then onto my page. I often get asked how long my journal pages take me to create, and this one was just under 40 minutes long. And for me, that's a really nice time to sit and dedicate myself to just creating something that I like the look of and writing down my thoughts in my journal. I didn't have any set idea of how I wanted these journal pages to look, partly because I hadn't opened that vintage bundle of papers, and all I really try and do is just make sure that both pages look balanced. So if I add something to one side, I often try and add the same or something similar to the other. For my writing, I'm using a black Muji gel pen. And I'm writing all about my blog because it's on my mind a lot at the moment. Behind the scenes, I'm trying to do a whole new blog with new features on there. And one of the things I'm trying to really get across is my passion for journaling. And I really want it to help inspire other people to start their own. So as it was on my mind a lot at the moment, I decided to write about it in my journal. The final thing I'll be doing is adding a little bit more washi to my page. It is absolutely one of my favourite things to add for a quick bit of decoration. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have, it'd be great if you give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you'd consider subscribing. If you've got any questions or comments, please do leave them down below and I'll definitely get back to you. And thank you ever so much for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next one.